Ah yes, hello YouTube, the Mad Flip here, checking this out. Now check this out right here. The necessary evil supervillains of DC Comics. It's just crazy now. Think about it. DC Comics, the villains. This is probably why I like Suicide Squad a lot, because of this. As you know, you got the late Christopher Lee, who did the voice, did the voice documentary over this video, which I thought was interesting. Necessary evil supervillains of DC Comics. That's probably why I like the Suicide Squad a lot. Besides that, from DC films, I was just realized, man, I didn't see the Killing Joke yet. I'm hoping to go check that out, the Killing Joke. The idea of the Joker, and if anybody who actually saw it out there, the Joker, it makes you wonder like why DC couldn't do the Killing Joke. Live action. Like they said, people who want to see, their comics, their video games, anything live, especially Hollywood, they need to stop touching not video games, but they need to stop touching 80s 90s cartoons, because that's, I think, what I was really going to talk about. Now I think about my childhood, watching like Garfield, He-Man, G.I. Joe, Transformers, what else, I'm missing some other cartoons. Well, actually there's a lot of cartoons, but anyways, in general, to have Hollywood ruined my childhood, man. It's just crazy, especially the Transformers. I know Michael Bay, it's not about just the money thing, but it's just crazy. I mean, the first Transformer movies, I couldn't stand the first Transformers. Second movie, actually, I stopped on the first two Transformer movies, but the problem is it makes money, and that's the thing, though. It's the saddest thing, right? A terrible movie, but as long as it makes money, they make more of it. It's just crazy. Or how they ruined G.I. Joe. I mean, G.I. Joe is just crazy, and especially Channing Tatum, man. You disappoint me, man. I don't know whose idea was to kill off Duke in G.I. Joe, but that's crazy. Duke doesn't die in the cartoons, and it's just crazy to know that Duke dies, and I'm like, what in the world's going on? I mean, who decided to kill Duke? It was just crazy. And besides that, there's other ones like, Garfield I thought was decent. Besides that, every other comic book movie, I'm sorry, not comic, but cartoon movie I saw, they just killed it. They just ruined it. It just makes me ruin my childhood. I'm like thinking to myself, I grew up in, childhood in the 80s. Grew up as a teenager in the 90s, and I'm like, man, it's crazy. And they're also going to make a Morphin Power, oh crap, can't even say it. See the video of unediting. A Mighty Morphin Power Ranger movie. A Mighty Morphin Power Ranger movie. It's crazy to know that. And I as a kid watching that in the 90s, I mean, don't get me wrong, it sounded like a cool concept for teenagers who could do ninja moves. It sounded cool, but then in general, looking at it now, I was like, I actually watched this as a teenager? For real, that's garbage. I mean, seriously, I'm thinking of, and they're going to make another movie? And it's stated, they say the last Mighty Morphin Power Ranger made less than $1 million worldwide. And they want to make a movie on the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers? Are you guys serious? What's going on in Hollywood? That's just crazy. Mighty Morphin Power Ranger movies, or this emoji movie. And I'm just making faces. It's funny though, just crazy. But like I said, on this channel, the Mad Flip channel, of course, my channel, of course, I'm just trying to figure out the proper mix of doses of me talking, and eventually I might do maybe some movie reviews. Well, I did Suicide Squad. Well, I didn't really do a good job on a Suicide Squad movie, but like I said, it's funny though when I think about it now, between Marvel and DC, like they said, the Marvel, basically colorful, cheerful, bright color, well out movies. DC Comics movies, dark, gloomy. And that's the thing though, that's the difference. It makes you wonder why DC in general doesn't take their time, like nail it down. The darker tone is fine. The darker tone is fine. Just get it down. Instead they rush in their movies, and it's just crazy. Like it makes you wonder. And not only that too, after the Suicide Squad movie, the mixed reviews on the Suicide Squad movie. For me personally, honestly, man, I have that movie basically my favorite comic movie of this year, personally, the Suicide Squad. Why? Because I guess I like the idea of villains. Not just the villains, but also DC villains. I thought are pretty interesting. The idea of the Suicide Squad itself is pretty interesting. I know the villains themselves that's in the movie, I thought they were, from Marvel. I know they're in the DC. Don't get me wrong, I know they're on the DC universe. It's just the idea of it. You watch all these Marvel movies and you're like, These guys belong in Marvel, right? These guys are really not in a Marvel movie? Are you sure, people? You sure this is not in a Marvel movie, man? Seriously, looking at it like, they gotta be in a Marvel movie, but they're not. So that's why, like I said, man, in my other video, or I don't know if it was in my other video, I'm still debating, but that movie Doctor Strange, as interesting as Doctor Strange looked for Marvel, or Disney's Marvel, keyword, Disney's Marvel, makes you wonder, can they really put the magical element into, you know, a constructive, you know, a world that makes sense? And that's going to be the big idea for Marvel. Of course, so far, Marvel so far has been hitting home runs, basically. Their movies have been making money, they've been fun, they're entertaining, compared to DC, obviously, which people are arguing about the DC Marvel wars, which somehow DC, they just need to straighten up, clean up their act, and just, you know, once again, start over. Just start over and not rush. Take your time. Hey, Suicide Squad was good. I know for some people, people say most people's hot mess. I have it, to me personally, that's probably why I didn't really do movie reviews or choose to do movie reviews in general, because, you know, I don't see what some people say. Talk about like the bad editing. Well, did I miss something? Bad editing? I mean, hell, all I know is entertainment. I was entertained overall, enjoyed, and I enjoyed the movie. I mean, of course, you know, there are some, you know, the plot itself is probably, you know, a plot you've seen over and over. But besides that, in general, you know, I didn't see some of the problems that other people or other movie reviewers actually had. The people who actually do, you know, movie reviews on YouTube. What was the problem in this movie? Because me personally, I wanted to do movie reviews to start off, but after seeing a lot of people who do put more effort, because me personally, in my videos in general, if you haven't noticed, the only real effort I really put in my YouTube videos, besides not editing it, which I, like I said, if I could actually edit my videos with nice. Besides that, in general, you know, maybe a nicer background, or actually when I go live on my YouTube videos, I do it outside live, going live, because like I said, live is just awesome. But besides that, folks, I am the man Flip. Hopefully like, comment, subscribe my videos. And if you do actually check out my videos, somebody at least comment, put a dislike, a like, or a dislike my video. Say something, say anything, positive, negative. Let's hear our feedback out there, all right? Everybody else out there, aloha, enjoy your rest of the day. We out.